Hi there. Welcome to Within Living's YouTube channel. My name is Lois, and I'm so happy that you're here. So thank you for coming. And here on this channel, as well as on my blog, our conversations are all about spirituality, but with a focus on consciousness. The consciousness of the superconscious mind, God, if you will, who we call God, or the source. Some people call it the universe. Some people call it the spirit, the Christ. It doesn't matter. It's that aspect that creates everything, in which every single thing exists. There's nothing, including you and I, that exists or have ever existed that does not exist in this one consciousness. And this consciousness is love, right? It is love. It has attributes of being infinitely intelligent, infinitely abundant, infinitely wise, but it is love. It is love beyond what the human mind can really be wrapped around, and it loves you unconditionally. So all our conversations are going to be focused toward that consciousness, and specifically going to the consciousness of who each and every one of us individually are, because you see, we're all a part of this one consciousness, this thing called life. It is the source of you. It is the very existence of you. It is the breath of life of you. It is breathing you. And so I'm always going to be pointing you back to go within, connect back with your true divine nature and God's self, the very essence of who you are, who is God at your essence, the very source of you. So that's our conversations here. I will always present my content to you in a way that is thought-provoking. Oh yes. And this is to cause you to really think for yourself. I'm always going to encourage you, don't take my word or anybody else's word for it, okay? For me, my whole life changed when I really started asking the hard questions for myself and being unrelenting to receive the revelation of truth from the source within me, this infinite intelligence that is the essence of my being, revealing truth to me. And when that truth came forth to me, what I find so incredibly amazing, which is why I will always encourage you to do the same, is that moment of truth was a transformative moment for me. It changed me within. I mean, it radically changed me. It wasn't something necessarily that I had to fix, to do. It would reveal a truth to me. And it would become a conviction, a knowingness, a knowingness. I want you to know that truth for your own self. So I will always bring my content to you to be thought-provoking, encourage you to go back within, reconnect with your source within, ask the questions for yourself, and the answers will come. Okay. So having said that, then I want to encourage you, have you not subscribed? If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? Join the conversation. Becoming a part of the family. Hit the button right there, subscribe right there, and hit the ring bell button. And that way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, which is usually on Sundays. I'm going to try to keep it that way, but maybe, I might miss a day or two, but pretty much on Sundays. All right. So today I want to talk about manifesting. Right? And specifically, manifesting. What is deliberate or conscious manifestation? Here on the internet, a lot of people, millions of videos are going forward talking about manifestation, but I feel like we're not addressing what manifestation really is, or even why we're calling ourselves doing it. And what is the difference between conscious or deliberate versus unconscious? So manifestation is what we do. It's just what we do. We're all manifesting 24/7, okay? Me doing this video right here and you listening, watching is a manifestation. You must have desired to hear some content along this way, And so the source of you, the God of you, divinely guided you and directed you. It might have came to you as your own idea, your own thought. But my friend, I'm here to tell you it was divine guidance that guided you to it. For me, I might have thought, oh yeah, I need to do a video and, yada, yada, yada. I was guided and directed. We are all manifesting. What manifesting really is, it's the same thing in my mind anyway, as when Jesus walked. Okay, so we talked about the miracles. Jesus would simply believe something, decree it, whether it was spoken in the form of a prayer saying, thank you that this is now done, or a thought in his mind. Some of that detail is not recorded as far as we know. And the thing would appear. Their manifestation is simply bringing forth out of the invisible, infinite spirit world what we can't see or can't prove evidentially as facts into the physical world. And that usually is based on bringing forth through us. Manifestations don't come to us. Miracles don't come to us. I hear what they say, it's not true. It's not true. If I'm going to stand in the gap to have a miracle for you, it has to come through me to come to you. And we've heard stories of people receiving miracles, right, based on somebody's faith, so a third person's faith. And let's say someone got healed because of the faith of another. And then down the road sometime, quote, it reverted back, or they had a situation back. Why did that happen? That happened for the same reason that it happened when we deliberately or unconsciously manifest something and we don't believe we're deserving of having it or keeping it. We can't keep it. We just cannot keep. We cannot be what we do not believe. So manifesting then is a process of bringing forth supernaturally, because when you are consciously, and hear this, when you are consciously, deliberately manifesting something, which means, or someone, because you can manifest a person also, specific person or persons, it means you have learned to garner your mind. You have learned to use the power of your thoughts, your mind, to focus your energy, which is your spirit, which is your God presence, up on this thing that you've decided you're having or you're experiencing. And then normally what we do is we go through a process of affirmations. We don't believe we have it. We don't see it yet, but we want it. And we believe that it's already available in the infinite because creation is completed. The fact that creation is, and that is not just a fact, it's a truth. Creation, God is not creating anything for you, okay? No, God just is not. God is not creating anything for you. God is not. God says creation is completed and I have given to you all things and I've given to you the power, the dominion and the authority. A lot of us think it's not so spiritual to have dominion. Well, that's going back to God and saying, thanks, but no thanks. I don't want that gift that you gave me. I have dominion over all the earth. That means you have dominion over every aspect of your life. Then it's up to you then if you choose to use it or not. It's not up to God. Because God can't do anything that you don't agree that you want to have done. God is at your service. Yes? Okay. So in conscious manifesting, we're saying, let's say, for example, I want to go to Jordan. Oh, let's not pick Jordan. We don't want to get a fight with anyone. I want to go to Spain. And I have no means. No financial resources. I know no one there. I have none of the parts. physically, that the physical world requires. But this desire comes up out of my being. I'm not talking about the egoic head trip. When the desire comes from the soul, the law says it is that very desire of the source of you, the God of you, who has imprinted that desire upon you and saying to you, hey, you unique person over there, I would like to experience this in human form, and I'm presenting it to you. Are you game? Would you like to do it? You have the free will then to say yes or no. If you say yes, then you accept this desire. Oh, I have this desire to go to Spain. Oh, when do I want to go to Spain? Indefinitely, I don't know when. Then okay, you leave it open-ended and you may or may not get to Spain. What you're supposed to do if you're deliberately manifesting it is you're supposed to sit down and talk with your inner self and decide what are the conditions. You decide, not the source of you. You decide what are the terms and what are the conditions that I'm going to Spain under. And once you decide that, and you're very crystal clear on that, my friend, then it's up to you then to begin to change your perspective within yourself. Change yourself in your soul to now not be going to, but that I am. I am now in Spain. I am now in Spain. I am now living in this place, whatever that is that I have decided. I am now living in Spain. These are my living conditions. I've gotten rent free, or I have a windfall of money, a super abundant amount of money. If that was what I decided I wanted, it came to me that I can afford to live in Spain indefinitely and live a luxurious lifestyle. You decide what you're going to. That is your deliberate, conscious manifestation. Yes? Once you decide that, and you put it out there to the source, your very fact, once you decide it, and you say, God, this is what I'm having, instantaneously, it is done. It's done. It's yours. It belongs to you. What will cause a delay or a period of time in you seeing it in the physical world, depending on what it is you're manifesting, especially if it involves other people? The source of you then has to go and put these ideas in other people, move things around, put things in place in order to put all the pieces together. They say the universe is doing it for me. Yeah, okay, so the universe is doing it for you. Shuffling everyone, every single person on the planet that needs to be moved in place will be moved in place for you. And it is your faith, unwavering conviction that this is true to you now, which is what the decree and the affirmation is about, that is going to bring it to pass. The source of you will move everything and everyone in place, put all the things together for you, and you yourself will be moved in place. So when we talk about inspired action, we're not talking about you sitting there and planning and plotting as if you're setting, quote unquote, a goal, and you're going to do, chip away at it in order to accomplish it. That's not what a manifestation is, because it's still you, just you doing it. You might pray and ask God for help along the way and you'll get it. When you're dealing strictly with a manifestation, then you're saying to God, I'm going into the invisible realm by faith. Creation is completed. If I can think it, if I can imagine it, then it already exists. Because if it didn't exist, you could not possibly think it. You just couldn't. So if you think it, you desire it, especially if it comes from your soul and not your ego, then you know that you have it. It's in your realm of possibilities for you to experience in the physical world through an unwavering conviction of your faith that it is now true to you as if it had already happened. And then the source of you will respond to you in alignment with your faith. God is only going to respond to you in alignment with your faith. If your faith's energy is down here, where we're talking about vibration in another video, down here, then God's going to respond to you down here. If your faith's energy is a high vibration that I don't give a rip about what's happening outside, this is mine. Don't care about no circumstances, don't care about no situations. This is mine, it's a done deal. I have it, and I will not take anything less. You have that kind of conviction, my friend, then God has no obligation but to manifest it to you, to respond to your faith here. Okay? That is what a conscious or deliberate manifestation is. Okay, so when we are manifesting things, it is always important. I still go back. You'll be tired of me saying it, and I can't help it. It just is. It's my conversation. Go back to yourself. Go back to self. Fix yourself. And when you fix yourself, your self-concept about yourself, and then you become unwavering, convicted that, you know what? I desire to be in Spain. No, look around, I don't see the dollars there at the moment to get me to Spain. No, I don't have a contact for being in Spain at the moment, but that's irrelevant to me. The source of me gave me a desire that I am living in Spain for 6 months. I'm living free and fanciful in Spain, luxuriously. Therefore, guess what? I receive it. It's mine. And everything that I need to be there to get that done will be provided for me, because that's how I am loved. I am loved like that. I am loved and cared for like that. I am loved and adored like that. Or if it's a person, I don't care who he or she may be, don't put them on any pedestal, because you know what? You got something that they need to have. You just look at them and say, oh no, the source of me told me I could have you. Well, honey, guess what? I don't care what you're doing, don't care who you're with. You belong to me, you're mine. I got something to give you that can't nobody else on the face of the earth give you. I have it like that. When you have that conviction in yourself, now the law, quote, of belief, which is the law of attraction, they call it also, like attracting to itself like. Do you see that? Do you see that parallel? So if you're here and you're believing, I am deserving of this, I not only want to have this is the first part. Second part is, I am worthy of having it. I am deserving of having it. And I'm not going to stop till it shows up in the physical world. Because the fact that I desire it and I asked for it, if I know when I asked for it that my source heard me, and I know my source has to hear me because me and my source are one. So if I hear my source, if I hear me asking my source for it, or telling my source, you know what, I'm decreeing this, I'm having this. That's what asking really means. Doesn't mean begging. Stop begging, you're not no victim. It says, decree it. I'm saying, you know, source, guess what? Yeah, I have this desire of being in Spain. Guess what? I'm decreeing I am in Spain. I am in Spain right now. I'm not going. I am. And as you decree that, guess what starts happening? Your spirit, who is the real you, who is infinite. Because friend, let me tell you, we haven't had this conversation yet, but your subconscious mind is omnipresent. It is God. So it can get up and move out of your body while you're walking around or having a nice nap or sound knocked out and sleep at night, okay? It just can, and it does. That's also what they call soul travel. That's another conversation down the road. But okay, so the source of you, as you start affirming, I am in Spain, I'm living a wonderful life in Spain, your spirit then begins to reside in Spain. Yes, you're still here, but you'll start having a feeling, an awareness, a consciousness, like, I really am in Spain. You'll look around you at times and you're shocked that, oh yeah, I'm still here. Thought I was in Spain. Because your spirit has already taken you to Spain. Remember, we're living from inside out. So once your spirit has taken you to Spain, then guess what's going to happen? your body, your physical body is going to have to follow. And everything that is required and necessary for you to be in Spain will become physically present in your life to transport you there, to get you there. This is what we call physical manifestation. I'm so sorry. Conscious or deliberate manifestation. Okay. The opposite of that manifestation is subconscious. And the subconscious manifestation is where we're manifesting. And for most of you here who have not been consciously practicing conscious or deliberate manifestation, and even if you have been, including myself, there are things in our lives that we have manifested subconsciously, because we are always manifesting. I don't care who came in your life. I don't care what came in your life. I don't care what circumstances came up. I don't care what issues came up. It doesn't matter. We manifested it. And when it's unconscious or from the subconscious mind, mean it's on autopilot. It's an habitual play out going on in the background of our minds. Remember those 70,000 thoughts a day? Somewhere in there, that's being played out. And whatever is being physically manifested, appearing physically in your physical world, from the unconscious manifestation, it's because you are not loving yourself enough to do the work, garner your thoughts, control your emotions, take care of the mind, right? Watch what you put in your mind. Be attentive to the information you receive. Be attentive to who you allow to speak into your life. Be attentive to when somebody speaks into your life and it's not in alignment with who you desire to be or what you desire to have. Immediately in your mind, you just say, no, I reject that. I cancel that. Don't allow it to settle. We are one in the conscious mind. We're all connected, people. We're spirit. We're not disconnected. And when you're not mindful of you, that's because you don't love you enough to do it. Bottom line. When you wake up and start loving you, because you start understanding how priceless you are, that yes, you are the prize, and giving yourself that time and attention to truly take care of your thoughts, take care of your mind, take care of your emotions, which is loving and nurturing your soul, the essence of you. Then when we're not doing that, then we're allowing other people's thoughts, energies, perceptions to penetrate our souls and thereby guide and direct and dictate our lives. And we end up living lives of mediocrity because we lead these very limiting lives based on everybody else's opinions except our own. That, my friend, is why I will always bring you thought-provoking content and encourage you. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the content, what resonates with you, take it, contemplate it, go back within yourself and ask the questions. You ask the questions, and then you come up with your own truth. Okay? All right. Well, thanks for being here. I've enjoyed bringing this to you again today. I really enjoy bringing these to you because you know what? If I could just help one or two people, because it came out of my own personal experience. And at 70-something, when I was dealing with a lot of that, we didn't have the internet, or the internet was just coming in the 70s and the 80s, early 80s, I think, because I've been on it since then. Ooh. But we didn't have all this other, scientific stuff and all this stuff. So I had to sort through a lot of it by myself on my own. And I wouldn't trade it because I think it's made me better still. And it's made me be able to bring you more quality information firsthand, okay? And it also helps me just to look at a lot of stuff online and just cut right through them. So it's been my pleasure bringing it to you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so I want to encourage you. I'm always going to encourage you. Go to the blog. Go to the blog. There's tons of content there. Stuff we talk about here is just a part of it, okay? We only have a few minutes. But I post articles on my blog on a regular, at least once a month. And if you need coaching with something, my schedule's going to be closed for the summer. So go to the website at withinliving.com. You can book it there. Don't book on the calendar there. If you want coaching, go to my contact page, contact me from there, and I'll have to tell you what dates are going to be available, okay? Other than that, you know what I'm going to say. Go right there in the comment. I want to have some feedback from you. I want to know if this stuff is helping you, right? I'm only going to bring you what my source tells me to bring you. But if I know what you're looking for and you're really searching for something, I can take that to my source and say, well, hey, these people would like this. What can we do? What can we bring? And we'll bring you that because we want to help you. I am truly here to serve you, to help you, right? So, again, put your comments in the comment box. And yes, like. You go ahead, right ahead and like it. Your likes are going to help us to be able to get YouTube to share it with more people. So please like it. If you have not yet done so, subscribe. Hit the ring bell button so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And here's a quick exercise for this week. So if you want to consciously manifest something, I'm going to say to you, consciously manifest or deliberately manifest a change of yourself in some way. Look around at your life. Look at maybe people in your life, circumstances in your life, financial, emotional, your mood, even your thoughts. Or your thoughts just seem to be out of control. I mean, it's like you can't manage them. Then whatever it is that you're coming up with, that pick one thing. Don't try to manifest a whole bunch of things at one time. It will not work. I'm telling you, it will not work. Pick one thing. And the one thing that you pick, create an affirmation. And we now know from a previous video how to make those affirmations. You create an affirmation to change the concept of yourself in that area. Let's say, for example, if it's the thoughts of the mind, the monkey mind is just going crazy. Create an affirmation that says, I have the mind of my source. My thoughts are precise, they're clear, they're definite, and they're of my choosing. How about that? Keep it short and sweet. But when you affirm it, don't affirm it like you're begging for a favor. Affirm it with authority. I have the mind and thoughts of my source. And my thoughts are by my own choosing. Got that? You see the difference? Okay? Use your authority. You were given that authority because the ego knows if you're taking authority or not. And if you're not taking it, the ego is going to keep having it, okay? When you affirm, make those affirmations, don't just do it one time and go on. Give it a minute or two and do them repeatedly, okay? And then be very attentive to your thoughts. And when you see the same patterns coming up in that area that you're affirming for, nip it in the bud and make that affirmation again. All right? I hope that helps you. I know it will. And it was my intention to bless you in this video, and I know you've been blessed. Yes. So go share that with somebody else. And before we go, just last thing. We're one love. There's one God. Oh, God. I mean, I'm in love with this God, okay? I'm in love with myself. Nothing conceited here. I'm just discovering more and more and more of how incredibly I've been made, the real me, the soul of me. I ain't talking about the chick you're looking at. The soul of me, right? Yes, we're one in this consciousness, this one thing called life, God. And it loves you unconditionally. And I'm giving that love to you today. I'm asking you, absorb it and go share it. The world needs this. The world needs you. It needs you. It needs you. It needs your love. If you could just share it with one person, okay? Go share it. And just always remember, we're one love. One love. There's only one love. So until next week, when I post another video on Sunday, I'll say peace. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for being here.